Hey, Coach, do you think I'm stupid?
Of course you're stupid, Brendan.
Okay.
All kids are stupid. Every single kid out here is stupid.
Okay, today is January 13th, 4:24 a.m. It's been a few days since last video. That video ruined my sleep schedule. I'm joking, it was already ruined. I stayed up after recording and it ended up being like 8 a.m. So yeah, it's 4 a.m. again, just like last time. This is just another, I guess this would be diary number two, another just like weekly update thing. I started school. Yippee. I don't know if you could tell, I'm so excited. It's been it's been alright. It's only the first day, or I guess today's the second day. I spent probably the past 6-ish hours just doing assignments for the week. My back hurts. I haven't taken a shower yet, so yeah, I'm loving it. I'm gonna try to fix my sleep schedule. We'll see. I was able to bang out a few assignments though, which is pretty good. Honestly, the coursework so far, it's only the first week, it's the easy stuff, but it doesn't seem too bad. I don't want to jinx it, knock on wood, but I'm looking forward to it. Right now, I had to do so many discussion posts. I don't want to type a single word, but tomorrow, or I guess today, I have to reply. No, today and tomorrow, I have to reply to it's like multiple discussion posts. I got to do it on separate days, which is annoying. So that's that. Then there was a discussion post I submitted where the maximum word count was 700, which is just odd for a college level writing class. It was a discussion post, max word count 700, makes sense. Yeah, I easily went past that. Like, I'm not trying to like brag like, oh, I'm a writer. No, it was like a rough draft. Easily was like 800. So I had to trim it down. I finally submitted, and I guess I don't know how Microsoft Word, Google Docs, and Canvas uh, submission areas work, but each one was giving me a different word count. I was so stressed because I submitted it assuming that my word count was just under 700, but then I went and pasted the work into Microsoft Word and it said word count 702. So I started having like a mini panic attack, freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh. Because in the syllabus, which I had to take a quiz on, one of the key points is if a student's work exceeds the maximum word count or is below the minimum, immediate zero. No, and there's no makeups in this class, no ifs, ands, or buts, immediate zero. So I was freaking out. Come to find out, I opened it in Canvas, and Canvas, when you full screen, like where you're typing, there's a word count, and it said like 690 something. I was like, wait, what? Then I pasted it into Google Docs, and it also said 690 something. So Microsoft Word was the only one giving me 700. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just leave it because I didn't know if I edit my discussion post, like, is that allowed? I didn't know. I didn't see that in the syllabus. Other people edited theirs, but I was like, I'm not gonna risk it. He gives me a zero, I'll just send him screenshots of it being under 700. Anyways, that was just one assignment. I didn't do anything for math yet. I thought math would be the hardest course, and it might be. I suck at math. But assignment wise, 2 assignments this week. And I checked, like, for most weeks, it's literally just like 2 assignments. And like a learning check that's proctored, like through a honorlock, which I'm gonna get into in a minute. So yeah, those are due later in the week. Like all my other courses have work due Sunday and like maybe like Wednesday. But usually it's just Sundays when all the work is due. Math is the only one where it's like, yeah, you got an assignment due Wednesday, Friday, and then Sunday. But it's like homework Monday, Friday, or Wednesday, Friday, and then Sunday is like the learning check through honorlock. That's it. I'm saying that's it, but we'll see how rigorous it is. I just probably like right before I started recording, I was watching a video. Now I'm about to get into the honorlock proctoring. I watched a video that my math professor put like in the Canvas like modules, and it was going over honorlock. Which, if you don't know what honorlock is, I don't know what it is either. It's like a proctoring AI proctoring thing that detects cheating. Like it scans your entire room, and you gotta have like it set up right. And the way you gotta have it set up is so crazy. You have to have it like 3 feet away from your desk and have it like capturing your entire desk, your entire workspace, pretty much. You gotta do a room scan. You gotta show it your ID. It's crazy. But I mean, that's the price I gotta pay taking online courses, I guess. So I don't have like a tripod. In the course, there's a video my professor took of her setting it up, and she's like, yeah, if you might need a tripod, you might need to get a camera from the computer lab at school, but you're gonna need a tripod or somewhere to set it up. And I'm like, what? My desk is already like 3 feet off the ground, probably more to be honest, like 3 feet off the ground. It's 6 feet long. I don't know how I'm gonna capture the entire workspace. I have 2 monitors, but one isn't working, so I don't think that's gonna be an issue. I just cleaned my desk, like a clean slate. I'll probably take a picture and post it on the screen maybe. It's pretty fucking clean, at least compared to what it used to be. There's like nothing on it. And all I have is a webcam. I don't have a tripod or nothing. And these assignments are due like tomorrow. I don't got time to order a tripod or go get one. So I tried attaching my webcam to the wall next to me using tacks, thumbtacks. That went about as well as you would expect. Am I recording? Okay. I would do that every video, I bet. Am I recording? Oh my god. Anyways, yeah, I tried using thumbtacks, and I have one of those like webcams that clips on the monitor. I tried clipping it on the thumbtacks. Did not work in the slightest. Then I tried, well, I didn't try it yet, but I was trying to find a good spot for it because I was going to tape it to the wall. Then I realized I have to do a room scan, so I can't tape it to the wall. Or maybe I can. I just had like a Jimmy Neutron brain blast. Because maybe in the video, my professor showed how she was able to switch cameras when setting it up to scan her ID, because the external camera couldn't scan the ID, and then switched it back to the external one. Maybe I can use the laptop webcam to scan my ID and then do the room scan and then switch it to the external one. Maybe the tape is a good idea. Maybe the Scotch tape will be a good idea. I just came up with that right now. That might work. And then aside from that, what I was gonna do, but I guess I'm not now, I was gonna find a screw, and my webcam has like a little screw mount on the bottom, and tape it to the wall, tape again, and then screw the webcam to the screw that's taped to the wall. So yeah, I'm sure this is gonna be perfectly fine, and there will be no issues. We will see. I have 2 attempts, at least for this upcoming like quiz tomorrow. It's not really like a quiz. It's just like just making sure you have the right setup for the honor lock. So we'll see. We will see. I'm gonna need some good Scotch tape, and yeah, that was a couple of the courses and work I'm gonna be doing this week. I'm about to lose my mind. I'm about to blow a gasket. I'm probably gonna have to blur some stuff out. Oh, I'm definitely gonna have to blur some stuff out. I don't even know how to blur stuff out in editing software. I'm gonna have to learn that. You're seeing what I'm seeing right now. I'm crashing out. I'm crashing out a little bit. The green is my math course. Okay, right. Today is Wednesday. It is 2 a.m. I was up late again doing assignments and doing these 2. I did the homework, which was pretty cut and dry. Here's the kicker. I was talking about this, I guess earlier in the vid. I guess I'm gonna throw this in afterwards about my math course using honor lock. I'm perfectly fine with that, bro. Am I recording? I'm perfectly fine with honor lock. I get it online, you know, I understand it. But let me just show you. Like I said, I'm gonna have to blur a lot, I think. Give me a second. Give me a second. Wait, the 16th. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. Where is it? Honor lock. Yeah, but this isn't gonna show me. Stop. I don't even want to look at honor lock right now. I feel like that one dude in that Charlie Kirk video. I'm so freaking pissed right now. Where is it? Now I can't even find it. I'm even more mad. I don't want to use the video of my professor because, okay, well, she just put a. I'm gonna have to blur her out, I guess. Look at this angle. Zoom in. Enhance. Oh my god, I'm never doing that again. Don't ever zoom in again. What? Like, what? Okay, I understand it. This is like there's no way in hell you're cheating. I get it, right? I do. I didn't go through with the screw. I went through with the tape though. The camera is taped to the wall and it was starting to peel off, so I put a thumbtack in the tape. You'll see the picture. Okay, so I've already damaged my walls for this course. Get a good look at this. This is the angle you need. And I don't know, maybe I'll show a picture of the camera aimed down at the desk. There's stuff on my desk now, but it was clear when I did the honor lock thing. Because I took it. Let's go back to the calendar. I just took it like an hour or two ago. Oh my god, I was so mad. So I took it, right? Let's go look at, let's read this real quick. You must score at least a 90%. Okay, the other courses I had to get 100 on the like intro quiz, you know? 2 attempts. You only have 2 attempts. 90%. You only have 2 attempts. Okay, that's a little extreme. It might take me a 48 hours to grade. First off, terrible grammar. Alright, I'm nitpicking. You will not know your grade until I watch the video. It might take me 48 hours. Do the math with me. The semester started the 12th. Yes. The courses, especially the math one, didn't open up until like 9 a.m. Or it might have opened up at midnight, the 12th. Okay, 24 hours from then, bang, it's Tuesday. Stay with me. Stay with me. The course started on Monday. She said it's going to take her 48 hours, you know, max, to review it after you turn it in. It's due Wednesday, and you get 2 attempts. How does that make any sense? Let's say, you know, she takes the max time each time. That's well past Wednesday. I turned it in, what day is it? 14th. I turned it in last night, Tuesday. It might take her like 48 hours to get to it, right? So I turned it in on time. It's not due till tonight. I turned it in yesterday night. It's not due till tonight, the day after. But it's going to take her like 2 days to get it. So bing bang, it's going to be the 15th. Oh, and stay with me. She's going to get back to me because I've even talked about what happened with the honor lock. She's going to get back to me 100%. Like, yeah, no, take it again. How does that make any sense? It's due the 14th. Am I just out of luck? Look, let's go look at the orientation quiz for this course. Okay, it doesn't say. But the orientation quiz for this course, you gotta get 100%, right? But you get unlimited attempts. Makes sense. Where's the other one? This one right here. Orientation quiz for this course, same deal. Had to get 100%, but you had unlimited attempts, just in case something went awry. You get 2 attempts with the honor lock. You have to wait till she watches the video, and then get this. Now I'm gonna go into the honor lock. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Am I recording? Okay, get this. First off, the CEO behind honor lock, I'm praying on your downfall. Every day going forward, I'm wishing you nothing but the worst. I've never used honor lock in my life. This is an intro math course, by the way. She should be under the assumption we're dumb, pretty much. And under the assumption this is our first online course, even if it's not, just using that assumption, because you don't know the students, I would assume. So, I did my best, I read the syllabus, I looked at the pictures, I'm like, okay, you know, my scuffed setup matches that. I start the honor lock test, I'm, you know, spirits high, I'm like, I got this. Desk is cleared, room's a little straightened up, I got my lamps on, there's ample lighting. I even went one step further, and I have 2 monitors on my desk, and I was like, I'm not taking these down. Like, one's mounted to the desk, and the other one is just like, I'm not doing all that. So I covered the monitors with towels. Went above and beyond. That wasn't even required. She said just make sure they're turned off. Honor lock starts. It's going good. Scan your ID. Very invasive, but whatever. Take it. Become me. Still my identity. Scans the ID. Takes a picture of my face. I'm like, this is going great. Remember earlier, I was like, wait, remember I had that Jimmy Neutron, that brain blast? And I was like, wait, right, I can switch camera and scan and do the room scan and then switch back. That did not work. This is where the plan fell apart. I'm stupid? Maybe. Or maybe the instructions were just like, look at this. Like I said, scan the ID, take a picture. Then it's time for the room scan. This is where shit starts going wrong, and I don't even know it. I use the webcam on my laptop to do the room scan. I pick it up. I'm over here like mimicking it in real life. What am I doing? Pick it up, I scan the room. Right, and it says everything went well. I scanned every little nook and cranny. And then the assignment finally starts. An honor lock setup. And then my webcam pops up in the bottom right. Either I forgot to switch it back. No. That's the thing. I just remembered. So I did the room scan. I hit next. And then the next screen was like, make sure your external webcam is at a right angle. Not like literally a right angle, but at the right angle to capture the desk. And I tried clicking those 3 dots again, like how I did in the beginning to switch to the webcam. And I got that, oh my god. I got that circle with a line through it. I couldn't click it. And that's when my heart shattered. I was like, no, I can't switch cameras. It's too late. It's over. I should have done it on the last screen, I think, but I don't know. And then I was just sitting there for maybe a good 2 minutes like, I'm fucked. I proceed with the assignment. I'm like, maybe it'll let me switch it when it starts and I can see my webcam. Boom, webcam, the little like feed pops up and it's using my webcam. I'm like, oh my God. But I'm like, wait, there's still hope. The 3 dots appear. I click it on the webcam. There's no option to switch webcams. There's no option. I'm like, oh my God. Good thing honorlock. This is the only W, and I'm sure it's not gonna help me. I'm sure she's gonna make me do it again, and I'm probably gonna fail it again, and I'm gonna get kicked out of the course. Knock on wood. Anyways, in the honorlock, I was like, you know what? This sucks, and you can't even see me. I hope she watches the video. I hope she doesn't just click off after saying it's the wrong camera. I hope she watches the entire like 50 minutes or skims through it, because that whole first like 10-15 minutes, I didn't even scroll down and look at the questions. I was like, you know what? I noticed there was like a little chat box and you can wait for a support agent. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna send a message. Boom. It's like, what's your issue? Wait. And I was like number 15 in the queue. The whole time I'm just sitting there. I'm not moving away from my desk. It was like 10-15 minutes. I'm just sitting there. Webcam is aimed directly at my face and I'm just looking at it. I'm keeping my hands for the most part in view of the camera. None of this is gonna help me. It takes like 15 minutes to get connected to an agent, and they were super helpful, I'm gonna be honest. I was like, hey, my webcam, it's not the right camera. It needs to be the external camera. There must have been an issue. I don't know. Maybe I messed up. She's like, okay, I'm gonna find your session and I'll prompt it to change. And she did that. And then boom, I got a thing on the screen in like 2 minutes. And it was like, change your camera. I did it, and then bang, we were good. I'm like, perfect. You know, the first 20 minutes of this honorlock were shot, but maybe it's up from here. It only got worse. So then I begin the assignment. Basically, it's like you read all this and it's like, okay, what are the requirements for honorlock? That was like the first question. I typed it, or I just retyped it pretty much. And then question two is like, oh, so you did the room scan, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, of course, yeah. I'm reading it, I'm reading the questions, like room scan, yep. It's like, you scanned your papers, right? Your blank sheets of paper. What? Remember, let's go back, let's go to the course. So, like I said, the second question was like, did you do the room scan? Right, and I'm over again hyped up and it's like, did you also scan your paper? Like flip it over to make sure there's no writing on it. I'm like, oh my God, because I didn't. It's blank paper. It makes sense in retrospect, but I didn't look. Let's read this. Tips. When prompted to do a room scan, be sure to include your work area, the wall behind your monitor, right? You may have up to 2 pieces of scrap paper. No notes, calculators, blah, blah, blah. Make sure to do a complete 360, show your workspace. Here's a link. It doesn't even say you have to scan the scratch paper. So I'm like, I'm even more mad at this point. So I go back to the chat, but this time it's a little different because it's like, okay, wait for an agent. And I wait for maybe 10-15 minutes and nothing happens. So then I type hello ? And it's like, yeah, we couldn't get you with any. I'm like, why didn't it just prompt that? Why did I have to type first? Mind you, this is timed. I don't think I mentioned that. You get 2 attempts. You got to get a 90% or more. And it's 60 minutes. You have 60 minutes, which makes sense, but it's like, oh my God. Anyways, like all this time I spent waiting for these fucking support agents is just adding up, right? So finally, after like 15-20 minutes, right, I get connected to an agent. I'm like, I need to do the room scan. I didn't scan the paper. I'm freaking out, pretty much. And the agent's like, oh yeah, no worries. I'll find your session and do the whole thing, and you'll be able to scan the room. And he gets back to me in like 5 minutes. He's like, all right, you can do the room scan again. Nothing popped up on my screen. I'm like, how exactly? He's like, just do it with your camera. So I'm like, what? Remember, I had to connect to the first agent to switch my cameras. You can't manually switch cameras when taking the assignment. I was like, whatever, okay, thanks. So basically what I did was, I just kept the external camera. I didn't tell him to change it. I can't take that camera down and do the room scan with it because it's taped to the wall. So I just take my 2 pieces of paper, I turn to my external camera, and I just show them and show that they're blank. GG's. At this point, I've lost it. I'm like, it's over. But I keep doing the assessment. I think like 3rd question is like, out of nowhere, random math question. It was like, round this to the nearest. It was like, put this in Desmos calculator and round it to the nearest 4th decimal point. First off, that's like a weird way to say it. Why not just say like round to the nearest hundreds or thousands? Why are you saying round to the nearest to the 4th decimal point? So I'm just at that screen. There's 2 options. I'm like, you know what? It was worth 2 points. I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna pick one. I don't care. Anyways, it goes on. There's like 1 more math question, and then I complete it. I feel so defeated. Cause why? I get it. I really do. Right? Cheating is bad and evil, and if you cheat, you should get your head blown up or something. I don't know, man. Is why only 2 attempts, right? It takes you up to 48 hours. Or just take it again. You must wait for my feedback if your grade's below 90 to take it again. So I have to wait up to 48 hours to even get the option to take it again if I didn't do it right. Like, what are we doing? What are we? And get this, the 16th is the final day for add drop. And I use financial aid. So let's say worst case scenario, right? She doesn't end up grading this or getting to it. Because I'm gonna have to take it again. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to take this again, right? Let's say she doesn't get to that second attempt until like Saturday, Sunday to grade it. And she's like, yeah, no, you fail, you're kicked out of the course. I have to pay that out of pocket now because it's past the add drop date. FAFSA won't, you know what I mean? That's money I have to pay that with real bread. Anyways, man, I'm so, nothing too crazy yet. The discussion posts, like I said, are pretty annoying. Not a fan. And I really hope that one discussion post with like maybe 700 words, maybe 690, maybe hopefully they don't, the professor doesn't put that in Microsoft Word and it's like, oh, nope, over 700. Hopefully they just check it there. So we'll see. Not much of a, it's only Monday. I probably should have waited till later in the week to record this, but I figured why not now? You know, day one. I'm not too bummed out anymore. I know last video kept on going on about, oh, I'm so bummed and sad. I still kind of am, but, you know, not so much anymore. I think, you know, the school's kind of giving me some purpose, as sad as that sounds. So that's good. I remember I mentioned last video, like, this outlet, YouTube videos, you know, talking to nobody pretty much, but, you know, like, this is all I got. And then I was like, oh wait, no, I have a friend, and well, not really anymore. I don't think. I think that friendship kind of ran its course in the span of a week, because we had watched a movie last week, and then we were supposed to watch another one this week, and then they ghosted me, and it's been about a week. I haven't talked to them. I've been trying, but so yeah, that was one thing I was really looking forward to. I was like, oh, I got a friend I can watch movies with now, you know, do stuff with maybe. Nope. Or maybe they're just really busy. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, another thing, another little update. I deleted CapCut, the editing software I was using for the other videos. The other 3 videos I posted, all of them used CapCut, which, to be honest with you, it has sucked since the beginning, but I never used, really that was the first editing software I used. I've dabbled with others in the past, but never like Adobe Premiere or DaVinci Resolve. I never used those in my life. I tried using After Effects on my like shitty HP laptop 10 years ago, and I think that's the reason why that HP laptop stopped working. I just recently downloaded DaVinci Resolve. I messed around with it for like an hour, and I'm gonna edit this video using it. So yeah, if you're using CapCut on PC or mobile, I assume it's the same, delete it, use something else. There's so many better options. Maybe don't go to Adobe. Adobe sucks. They have good products, but their service is terrible. You know, DaVinci Resolve is good. I'm sure there's good free editing apps on mobile. DaVinci Resolve seems really great. Very confusing. It looks like the first time I opened up Acid Music Studio. Like if you're not into music production, I mainly use FL Studio, which is like the one everyone gets into. And one of my friends uses Acid Studio or Acid Music. He tried to get me to use it, and I felt like he put me in like a spaceship cockpit. I was so confused. So yeah, DaVinci Resolve, it's gonna be a learning curve, but you know, it seems better. CapCut was just, I had troubles exporting that last video, which I never had before, because I used MP3 audio, like the background music. It said I couldn't, it said that was like a premium feature, but it wasn't. It thought what I did was extract the audio from the video and use that, but it was a completely different MP3 track. How I fixed it was I closed it, then reopened it, and then it worked. But then I tried it again just to see, and I got the same error. So I was like, I don't want to deal with this. Plus, they put everything behind a paywall. You know, there's so many features that are just paywalled on CapCut, like basic features. I was like, man, let me just shop around freely. Let me shop around with a $0 budget. And DaVinci Resolve was the one. Ooh, I just remembered when I was signing up for DaVinci Resolve, because to get DaVinci Resolve, you gotta like do the generic, oh, what's your name and email. Usually I just put like, my name is, I don't know, Jim Jones. And I put like my Proton email. I put like a throwaway Proton email. It doesn't link back to anything. And then like address, that's usually the part I get stumped at. I was like, holy shit. Because I was filling out all the information, you know, putting nonsense, and it was like, yeah, we need your city, state, and your street address. I'm like, whoa. And I was like, what? I was like, I'm not using DaVinci Resolve. This is spyware. Then I found a Reddit post saying, yeah, you can just put like 1, 2, 3 for those fields, and you're good. And I did that, and then I got the download link, and I was like, oh, okay, that's weird. I feel like they should tell you it's like optional, you know, maybe like an opt-in, opt-out type of deal. Because there was no information on the sign-up page of like, you don't have to fill this out. It seemed like it was necessary, and I was about to give them everything. Aside from that, nothing much. Oh wait, no, today's Tuesday. I was gonna say I'll update you guys every Monday now, I guess, but it's 4 a.m. Tuesday. So I guess every Tuesday I'll try to get one of these out there, or just sometime throughout the week. Like I said, most of my assignments are due Sunday night. One of my courses has some assignments due like next Wednesday, and they said like it was like 4 a.m. GMT. I did the conversion. It was just like 11:59 p.m. I'm like, why did you? It's like the professor like tried to make it confusing so you turn it in late. Because maybe you see 4 a.m. You're like, oh sweet, it's not 11:59. I can wait like an hour or two. No, it's 11:59, but the time zone was different. Like why did they put GMT? This is an online course for the college local to me. Oh yeah, I guess I probably should have watched that video from last week to kind of remember all of what I said, but I just remembered I was talking about the job interview last time and how I was like, oh, I'm gonna try my best, and you know, saying that corny shit. Yeah, I turned my phone off for that day. It was last week, you know, I was nervous about classes starting. The classes were starting to open up on Canvas, and I was seeing all the work I'd had due, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, we have an interview today. It's like, oh my gosh. I was like, I don't even remember if this is for full-time or part-time. I was freaking out. So I just turned my phone off for the day. That's how that interview, in quotes, went. But yeah, I checked my messages, and they had texted me at 9 p.m. yesterday. They're like, hey, you want to schedule for another interview? We know you missed the last one. It's like, why are you texting me at 9 p.m.? You're weird. And it's for today at like 1 p.m., 2 p.m. Why would you text me the night before if I want to do an interview the next day? I think that's it. I think that's most of the updates I got for you guys. I appreciate you. Have a good week. I hope you do better in your classes than me. You know, if you're taking or you're starting, you know, the semester, hope you do well. And if you're not, I hope you're doing well in whatever it is you're pursuing. I'll see you guys next week. Ooh, and maybe this time I'll put some Wii Sports this time. I'll put Wii Sports gameplay in the background. Peggle was cool last time, but it wasn't my gameplay, and this time it's going to be Wii Sports. Also not my gameplay, but the next video I'm going to record gameplay on something, and that will be like the background thing to distract you from what I'm saying. Alright, appreciate you guys. Peace.